Brought to you by Penguin.
The Friction Project by Robert Sutton and Huggy Rao. Read by Sean Patrick Hopkins.
To Marina and Sadhna, with our love, for the joy they bring into our lives, and for putting up with us even when we drive them crazy. Part 1. Setting the Stage. Introduction. Why friction is terrible and wonderful, and how you can fix it. The email, all 1,266 words of it, not including a separate 7,266 word attachment, popped up in our inboxes on a Monday morning at 9:14, before the coffee had begun to kick in. Sent by a Stanford vice provost to more than 2,000 faculty, it invited us to spend the following Saturday brainstorming about the mission of our university's new School of Sustainability. We love the new school, and were at first willing to give up a Saturday to help craft the mission. It's important to our students, faculty, and the planet. But the email left us annoyed and skeptical of any meeting convened by the big cheese who wrote it. That email was wordy, repetitive, confusing, and packed with defensive responses to picky past criticisms. Though it acknowledged how busy we all were, our struggles to decipher it sucked up more time than we would have thought possible. With a little editing, the email could have been cut to 500 or 600 crisp words and the attachment to 2,000 words or so. Time would have been saved, frustration spared. That leader's reputation wouldn't have taken a hit, and more Stanford faculty would have shown up that Saturday, including us. Anyone who has tangled with organizations as an employee or customer has had moments, days, and sometimes months and years when it felt as if the overlords who imagined and run the place have no respect for their time, such as encounters with systems that seemed designed to create maddening ordeals rather than give the simple answers, services, or refunds we need. Or unbearable meetings with ill-defined agendas and clueless blabbermouths that stretch on for hours. Or wrestling matches with rules, procedures, traditions, and technologies that once made sense, but are now so antiquated, pointless, and inefficient that they make you want to pull your hair out. All are forms of friction that chip away at our initiative, commitment, and zest for work, that hurt our coworkers and the customers and clients we serve, and that undermine the productivity, innovation, and reputations of our organizations. That's the bad news. The good news is that so much can be done to dampen the damage inflicted by friction problems, to reduce or eliminate such troubles, and to stop such ugliness from rearing its head in the first place. Every leader, whether you have influence over one or two people or over hundreds or thousands, can be part of the solution. The Friction Project is about forces that make it harder, slower, more complicated, or downright impossible to get things done in organizations. It's about why and when such friction is destructive, useful, or a mixed bag. Above all, it's about how to think and live like a friction fixer who makes the right things easier and the wrong things harder, so that work doesn't grind people down and drive them crazy. We call it a friction project because we have, for the last 7 years, made it our project to learn everything we can about the causes and cures for friction problems. Our goal is to help leaders craft homegrown projects that are tailored to fix the friction troubles in their organizations. Too much bad friction. We started this journey because we were deluged with stories and studies about the dark side of friction. We kept meeting people who were frustrated, pissed off, and exhausted by the organizations in their lives. No matter what we planned to cover during our research interviews, casual conversations, classes, workshops, and speeches, be it scaling, innovation, leadership, workplace jerks, or reinventing human resources, people kept talking about these soul-crushing obstacles and indignities. Here are a few examples. The healthcare CEO who bombarded thousands of employees.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?